please say your name and where you are from, both city and country?
Okay, my name is Kim Miem Tho. So people here just call me Kim, but I have two names, Kim Miem. I don't have middle name, and Tho is my family name. And I'm from Cambodia, from a city of Kampong. It is about like 130 kilometers from the capital city in the north. So it would take about like 3 hours by bus.
Are you a student?
Yeah, I'm a graduate student here in the Department of Plant, Soil and Microbial Science, and I'm now a second year student.
What is your major?
Plant pathology.
Why did you come to the United States?
I think it's very common that the United States is a very good country for education, especially education in agriculture. It is like top. They have a lot of top universities that offer agricultural programs, and a lot of research is involved. And coming here, I hope to like learn some from their research in general, and also to get some courseworks and skills and knowledge and linkages between people, and then go back and apply in my country situations.
So did you hear about MSU from a friend or the internet? Did you do your own personal research?
For MSU in particular, when I was in my country, we had like a collaborative research project and also a training project that I was involved with a professor who came from MSU, but he was in other department, in community sustainability department, and then they offer like a scholarship program through that project, which is called Food Security Project, and then I applied for it, and then I came here.
What did you notice about American culture that was different as soon as you got here? Something about maybe the food, the weather, clothing?
Yeah, I think first of all about the weather. Here you have very, very cold weather, let's say in this way, because when I first arrived, it was a very cold year. I heard people say that it's within 50 years, it's the coldest year. And then over there we had only like about 32 degrees Celsius. So here a lot of the time we have like below zero, so it's also the first difference. And for culture, we also, I think the most common one is we are very like collectivism. So we have a lot of friends going together, eat together, lunch together, we work in group, but here people are more likely very independent, individualism, let's say, that they used to like study or do things less in group, I mean more individual. And about food, of course it's very different because we have very own local food, and here there are a lot of ingredients that are not available, so I just cook like simple food you share a lot of like individual stories, and if you have like problem, you really you don't hesitate to share among others. And here people are like um, the way that they express themselves is very straightforward and right to the point. Even like answering the question, just like make it short and go to the point, and they don't look like in like backgrounds or part of elements that we usually in our culture we take also that into account, and then like make our communication with some of them were not. It's what we feel like not straight to the point or something like that.
Do you have any problems fitting in or feeling accepted when you first got here?
I think because of there are many different kind of people here, and a lot of them that because of like let's say individual, so people are usually different from one another, and then in general I think that's okay, but it could like some also we could not like get along well, but that's okay because like it's happened across different culture, like you are very close to some group because of you share common interest or because of you have like or dislike in the same way, so it's okay I think.
So were you ever discriminated against in both the traditional way, person to person, or in the professional world where you were sort of denied or rejected from a job offering because you couldn't speak English as well, or just because you were an international student?
Yeah, I think it's almost like become very general that people judge another person based on their first impression. So if you come with like not a very good English, they would say that you are not so smart, or they really like do not want you into the group, studying group, for example, or they might not pay very good attention to your contribution, like in class or this. But I think it would be okay because some people do that, some do not do that, and I think it could happen to other foreigners in general, not specifically to Cambodia, but to Asian people. Maybe it's also some Africans or people from different part of the world that we have different culture, and people think differently, and then they usually value that their own is good, is better. So it's like there could be some people are very conservative, so they might not value you like at the same level.
How did the visa process work in Cambodia?
The visa process, I think coming to the United States is very tough. Visa, you need to get all of the approved document. For example, if I come through USAID, it's a United States Agency for International Development. They need to process everything for me, and then when I got every complete document, I just submit to the US Embassy, and then they interview me, and then they approve. So if you have complete document, it's okay. But for people who want to come as a permanent immigrant, or they just come for a visit, I think it's very, very tough that some of them need to go through a very long process, interview, a lot of documents required, as compared to like other Western nations that coming to the United States is not very difficult. Like, very collective, so we usually meet each other in many occasions within the year. And the second one is my friends. I have also a lot of friends. We have like a team that play like soccer together. We go somewhere together. We eat together. So it's also a big part that I miss. And the last one is about food, because coming here for like 2 years, I think I'm gonna improve. I mean, if you stay here like for more than 5 years, and then you will get used to the food, and then you like it, you involve into the system, and you will become like one of them. So I think at this moment I still miss my food, but I'm not sure about like next 5 years. Maybe I will. I would.
Sometimes people never like it.
Yeah, but American food, they are alike. I mean, with other Western food, like, because you have also like some diverse cultures, so you have diverse food, like some like Italian-like food, French-like food, or sometimes Mexican or Latin American food. So could be like 100% similar to them, or could be like a modification. So I mean, there are a lot of options, there are a lot of menus. Of course, I don't like everything, but there could be some part that I could also I could adapt. Maybe in the future would be very very okay.
Do you plan on staying in the United States?
Because I came here under a contract. Like I must go back after graduation. If I could not go back, I need to pay like 3 times of my stay, my expense, my whole expense here. So most likely I will go back. That's because of the contract. The second point is over there we do not have a lot of people who have who are in the same specialization as me. So there could be also a lot of good opportunity that you will get a lot of like research or a lot of some things done for like publication. Or in terms of salary, maybe here would be better. I mean, quality of life. But professionally, I think over there would be better in terms of opportunity, research and teaching, and could be like business also, something related to crop protection, crop management. And the last thing would be my family, because I have my mom is now like 70 years old, and I'm the youngest. I'm supposed to be with her and look after her. I mean, it's our culture, like we are very collective. So after that, I don't know what would happen, because people usually like move from one place to another after they spend like 5 or 6 years, and then they want for future challenges. So in the next 5 years, I don't think that I will move anywhere. I will just go back, and then after 5 years, I will keep my choice open. So not impossible. Maybe I could like go back to the US.
So do you have any closing thoughts on MSU? Anything you want to just sort of talk about the United States, about differences, anything in particular?
I think here, because the United States is huge, and I have spent only like few trips to other part of the United States, like in Florida, in Arizona, or Chicago, Wisconsin. So if I would live, I prefer to go to the south, because one is the climate, and the second thing is like we share also similar crops as compared to the northern state. You grow a lot of like cold climate crop. In the southern state, we grow some different, but also a lot of some crops are similar. And I hope that I could like utilize my knowledge better.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.